variada, gosta de ficar ligada em novela, dança escutando funk no iPhone.
¿Ya está listo? Ya, vamos. ¿Ya está, Alberto?
Muko, the southernmost venue at these for a year ago. Results-wise, they've not put a foot wrong so far under returning charge. Brazil tonight begin the chance really to start repairing reputations on a global stage. The rest of the Brazilian squad, with the exception of Coutinho, will be available from the bench, named there, but unlikely to feature this evening. Still plenty of strength in depth, plenty of experience as well. The likes of Robinho, 3 caps short of his century, and Thiago Silva, no longer a regular starter under Dunga. Some notable names on the Peruvian bench as well, including the veteran striker Claudio Pizarro, who missed out 4 years ago through injury. The Bayern Munchen man likely to be called upon at some stage. Andre Correa is another notable attacking option. 10 straight wins, only 2 short of the national record. And at the start of a new era days. Our referee is from Mexico City. Roberto Garcia is the man in charge. The last fixture of the first round of group games in 2015. It's 342 days since last summer's World Cup. With an admitted degree of trepidation. A couple of victories followed, albeit relatively unconvincing against Honduras. Barely had a kick yet. Felipe Luis with the throw. Pretty much the first choice warm-up to this competition. Indeed, he saved a penalty from Lionel Messi in the win against Argentina in Beijing back in October in the Super Classico. Regular ever since. Nerves getting the better situation, of course. We'll try and do so here when Neymar is unmarked. 1-1. Peru's lead lasted just 2 minutes, and it's the skipper who's got the goal for Salazar with the instant response. Incredible drama right from the start in teams to get involved in this year's Copa America, but it's been worth the wait so far. Completely unmarked, the captain. He was never going to miss that. Timed his run beautifully, which ensured the finish that followed was relatively straightforward for the phenomenon that is Neymar. His 44th goal for Brazil. Just over a week after scoring his 39th goal of a treble-winning season for Barcelona in the Champions. 2004, when Peru hosted it. Cap through injury 4 years ago. It was his first cap because of injuries since September of 2013. This is Neymar. It was going to open up for him. Instead, he's found Fred Tooth. He's onside. He went for the glory. Had to settle for the corner. Into the danger area it goes. Over Shakhtar Donetsk. Brazil looking likely every time they come forward here. No, the goalkeeper not required on this occasion to thwart Neymar. Willian that found him. Decided to take it on himself through the forest of legs, but watched wide by Pedro Galese. Incredible scoring record that he had. Very positively. Joel Sanchez putting the pressure on high up the pitch. Neymar giving it away again, and having committed players forward, Neymar might be able to punish Peru here. Support either side. This is Diego Tardelli. It falls for Neymar. It's a brilliant block on the line. The path of Neymar there. Carlos Asquez looking for Neymar again. Goalkeeper Galese had read the danger. Tournament goes on though. Won't change as they're playing a supporting role to the skipper Neymar. There is Diego Tardelli from Christian Cueva that gave Peru the perfect start. Not that it lasted long. Unattended Neymar levelling it up a couple of minutes later. He is 66th tonight. As I mentioned, only a second in the... Diego Tardelli to Neymar. Diego Tardelli had continued his... Chelsea insist won't be sold this summer unless the price that they paid Atletico Madrid last year for him. Another player has been the first choice under Dunga in the right back role. This is Neymar, Dani Alves' club colleague. It's Carlos Zambrano. Back again, Diego Tardelli finding Neymar. Vincula did get back again. Brazil toying with Peru just at the moment. Ranake going forward. Looking very susceptible at the other end. Neymar's profited once already. He'll get the free kick this time. Neymar. Vincula sticking very tight to him. There was talk that Ricardo Gareca would opt to man-mark Neymar. A tactic that he has used previously throughout a very successful club coaching career. And the Peru players were insisting there's been no such work on the training ground in that respect. They can't just focus on Neymar. They have to focus on Brazil as a collective, but more importantly, focus on their own performance. 12 matches on the spin. You can equal that here and get out of the group, certainly. Less of a threat from set pieces, maybe in the absence of Thiago Silva. Potential deficiency in this team. The coach has spoken about publicly. Something of a left-field selection, really, given that he's not played for Peru since November. Missed the cut for the red, who is found here. Neymar. It's only from European-based players. The majority of this squad are European-based. Led by Neymar. No way through for it. To a pretty decent level himself, actually, the referee is a player. Goal, a remarkable record of consistency. He's got out of the group in the last 5 Copa Americas. Defying their reputation on the biggest stage. Last year's nightmare. Delhi would have been the preferred option. Peru took that early lead. Take Brazil or Neymar long to respond, but they've not been able to build on that. Willian to pick the pass for Neymar, who's a very isolated figure at the moment. That might not matter where Neymar's concerned. He will settle for that there for Arno. One of the Bundesliga-based players in the Peru squad, plays for Eintracht Frankfurt. One of the first things actually that coach Gareca did on getting the job was to travel to Europe and meet around before this Copa America competition. He's elected really to stick with fairly experienced his own ideas upon them. The vanishing spray was introduced to avoid these sort of situations. No card coming out for removing the spray. He'll take matters literally into his own hands, and for that, the caution has been administered to Neymar. Very unnecessary booking, which could yet, as this competition goes on. Here. Now punish Peru with the taking of it belatedly. This sort of range, isn't it? Not quite this time. Took the wall out of the equation, but was never dipping quickly enough. The danger all around. Did the goal really? Christian Cueva. Peru still with plenty to say for themselves, and it's finally balanced at the break. Half-time in Temuco, it's Brazil 1, Peru 1. Very entertaining first 45 minutes with most of the drop. Back to his goalkeeper. He knocks in an awful lot off, Galese. He too a little hesitant with his clearance there though. Galatasaray in Turkey. Only too happy to help out his national teammate. Fought just for a split second in the yellow and blue in the penalty area. Neymar back in the thick of it again here now. Takes it on himself. Brilliant effort! Back on him, as did the assistant referee. He was perfectly placed there to be able to make the decision. Neymar is assuming the set. Here it comes from. Dominant period of Brazilian possession. Neymar at the heart of everything. And he's going to get the free kick. Ballon who. Full flow again, and he got his foot to it first. The head of Josemir Ballon of Sporting Cristal, the Peruvian domestic champions. Another look at that moment of magic from Neymar. Almost perfect. Spectacular set pieces from the Brazilians, famously down the years. Another would be required from this sort of range, sort of situations. Is within there. There's Neymar. To him there on the bench. By Peru. In their World Cup qualifying, 3 defeats. Under some pressure again here. Neymar once more. Turkey, squad made up of Still trying to entirely undo the damage. There's Neymar. Willian back to Neymar. At least that was the intention. It was a shade behind him. He'll still make something of it. Really caught hold of it. On Neymar. Dani Alves. It's Jefferson Farfan, and after the big build-up, it is straight at the wall. And it could potentially here cost them on the counter, because Neymar is really strong in the challenge with Advincula. He has support arriving from Douglas Costa. Not quite. Just on as a substitute, a fraction away from his first ever international goal. But in a couple of blinks of the eye, the danger was at the other end. Neymar did brilliantly in the build-up. It was an option for Douglas Costa as well. He was maybe trying to find him rather than going directly for goal. In the end, it was neither one nor the other. Agonisingly between the two, and the chance was gone. Really tried just to nick that past the keeper into the corner. And he was asking the question, was that meant for me, or if not, why not? Supported not to start the game. He is on for Fred for the closing stages, the man from Hoffenheim, attracting the interest of many of Europe's biggest clubs. Reaching for his pocket again here. First duties really are defensive ones. Neymar standing over it. Brazil beginning to run out of time. Dani Alves staying further forward. As the last 5 minutes got in store for us. Neymar thwarted by the flag, but he would have had a job on his hands to get on the end of that in the first place. There's Neymar, brilliant effort, instinctive effort, and a fraction away again. He would have expected to score though, such are his standards. And he timed his run well. First touch took it invitingly into his path. How far away was that in the end? You almost expected the net to bulge. Credit to Advincula for the challenge that made it more difficult, as he threw himself at the right a few wrongs and restore a few reputations. Here's Neymar. They're at full tilt again. It will come all the way through for Douglas Costa to squeeze it in, down, and Brazil have surely stolen it in stoppage time. Made by Neymar this time, and scored by Brazil's winning run, and the relief and celebrations for the Seleção, but heartbreak for Peru. So, well, we had early drama, and now the twist in the tale has come right at the end. He did just glance across at the assistant referee before starting the celebrations to make sure that flag had stayed down. Did Douglas Costa. Had one very presentable chance already in the second half, having come off the bench. This time he makes no mistake. Capitalises on the space afforded to him, having been picked out beautifully by Neymar. Only seconds away from being able to continue those celebrations. They laboured for long spells and had to goal, but they've got the job done in the end, thanks in no small. He'd hit the bar in between as well as they went in search of the goal, which looked like it wasn't going to come. But Peruvian, the celebrations are for the Seleção. Let's see how it affects then the Group C table, with everybody now having played one game at this Copa America. Now Paraiso next up. Brazil against Colombia has a little less riding on it for the Seleção as it might have done. Huge game though for their opponents. That is to come at 11 out of 11 under Carlos Dunga. Full time in Temuco. It's Brazil 2, Peru.
Estamos aqui com o Neymar. Neymar, foi uma estreia mais difícil do que vocês imaginavam. Jogo duro, jogo equilibrado, gol na última bola praticamente. A vitória veio na última bola, uma jogada tua. Vocês imaginavam uma estreia assim tão dura, tão difícil?
Imaginávamos. Sabíamos que toda estreia é difícil. Ainda mais em uma competição como essa, sul-americana. A gente sabia que pela rivalidade de estar no mesmo continente e pelo jogo também, enfim, por tudo. Mas conseguimos a vitória, que é o mais importante.
Eu sei que você gosta de objetivos coletivos, mas hoje você chegou aos 44 gols com a camisa da seleção. Está na lista ali dos 5 maiores artilheiros. Ronaldo está até aqui no estádio, ele também é um dos 5 maiores artilheiros. Para você é uma marca importante, né?
Eu quero estar continuando, quero continuar atingindo marcas, quero continuar ajudando a minha equipe, com gols, com passe, enfim, com o que quer que seja. Quero ajudar a minha equipe.
Dobradinha com o Daniel no primeiro gol, funcionou bem, né?
Funcionou e quase saiu o segundo. Acabei errando o chute ali, mas o próximo vai sair, se Deus quiser.
Obrigado, Neymar. Parabéns aí pela